Okay, we are on number 8 of our series and our outline creation. Number 8 says Airtable populated and readied for Zapier. Okay, and there's only one knob there, and under this one knob there's 7 knobs, and this one knob says create new content series with view within Airtable. So that has, to do this, there's 7 steps. Okay, so we're going to go to Airtable, which is the Airtable is part of the content calendar is part of the Airtable. So we are now in the content calendar, which is part of Airtable.
Mm-hmm. And we use this.
So a lot of the time we'll use the word Airtable. We probably usually just mean content calendar, which is part of Airtable.
Yeah, this is what we use to assign these particular articles to the writers, and where they can have access to the outlines that we are creating right now.
Okay, I'm just gonna move this. Okay, so we're looking in the content series here, and we can really just pick any content series because these are basically templates. So just choose one. We just did Big Fish, so we'll just choose that one because we just did that one. And we're going to click duplicate view, and then we are going to rename this to, gosh, we are getting reminders today. We're going to rename it.
And this particular content series is called Palliative Care.
Palliative Care. So rename it to whatever it is. And I don't want to get too far ahead before going back to here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we went to Airtable. We clicked on the little caret on the right side of our recent one. It doesn't really have to be a recent one. It could be anyone really because they're all templates. And then you rename the series to the chosen name. Now we're going to click on the filter by project and delete previous name. That is,
I'll just say, instead of the chosen name, let's just say the chosen content series name.
Okay.
Just because our chosen content series is called Palliative Care, right? For this content series.
Click on filter by project and delete previous name that is in there and that it was filtered by. Okay. So now we click on filter by project. That should probably be like filter by project. I think that's like a button, isn't it? Filter by project.
Let's find out.
So let's figure this out. Okay, so now we are going to click on filter by project and delete previous name that it was being filtered by. Okay, so now we're going to go, why is this there? It's really annoying. It's blocking it. There we go. Just clicked on it. Okay, so let's see. Filter by project. We're in the wrong view, I think.
Content calendar.
Yeah. So you have to be in the content calendar to see filtered by project. We were in content series. So content calendar, filtered by project, and we're just going to delete that. Okay, that's that step. Now let's see what the next step is. Go to out of that series. Okay, go out of that series and scroll down to role import. Okay. Now we're going to scroll down to role import. Okay. Go to the bottom of the content series channel, click plus button, and click the bottom button that says create a new record. Okay. So we gotta scroll way down here. Okay. And I guess we're gonna push this button. Is that right?
I think we were down here, project, content series, right here actually.
Oh, okay. So you click in.
Yeah, you click in that cell That's
the
like the
content
next one
series
down.
and you push the plus.
Yeah.
Click in contents at the very, very bottom. Click in content series cell.
And then create a new record right here. Right there.
Oh, okay. See, we're missing some steps, and by the time you are doing this, those steps will be here. But sorry for the video, it's a little choppy. So, create a new record.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 sec. Okay, so.
It's worth reading what you just wrote.
So I just put in here, I try to be more clear, but go to the bottom of the content series channel. At the bottom of the content series column, then click within the empty bottom last cell, and then click the plus button. And then click the button that says create a new record. And that is very convoluted, but it's very simple. It just sounds complicated. So here's the content series. And then we're gonna, when you click within this, there's gonna be a plus button. You click that, and at the very bottom there's this plus with create a new record, and you click on that. So we are
now we're on the next step, actually.
Oh, well. Name the new record, the name of the new content series, and paste in Google Sheets link where it says opportunity analysis. But see, there's a few steps in these which I really don't like, but I think we're going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just name the new record.
Palliative Care.
Okay. And now we're going to name the new record, the name of the new content series. Now we're going to paste in the Google Sheets link where it says opportunity analysis. Okay? And I believe this is our Google Sheets link.
Yep.
So just come over to the Google Sheets and we're going to copy the link.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go to this and we're going to find where they want us to put in opportunity analysis right here. Paste it in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now we're going to assign the client's name. Okay. Client's name. Where's the client's name?
I think it's towards the bottom. It's under the project. Yeah, click on project, add record. There we go.
Okay, so
So
that
we need to
needs
clarify
to be
that too.
Okay, where it says project,
Mm-hmm.
you click, I think that was a plus button.
Yeah, add record.
Plus add record. And put the client's name in the project.
Mhm.
Okay, so put the client's name in the project, and that will be written better also.
And then below you just create at the very bottom or the very top. It's just going to save it. Maybe it is saved. So you just close out of it and it should be done.
Okay, so let's look at that step. And I will add in more specifics on this one. But yeah, that should be it for that step.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so within step 8, this is the second step within step 8. Okay. Copy and paste keywords from Google Sheet into the content calendar. So we're going to go down here and go back to the views and click within roles, role import. And this is a very important step. So we were just up here. Let me move these again. Sorry. We were just in a different view. We were in role import. So if we go down to role import, we were just there, and then we went back up here and we just put in and filtered the new project. And now we're going to go back to, because this is just a view. This is just a view. Everything actually exists in here. So this role import is where things actually are being imported. Okay? So it's really important that we click on that. Now we're going to go back to our keywords right here. And we're just going to highlight them.
You could hold down Shift and use
Shift
the
and
little arrows.
I
if you
hold down
want.
Shift and use the arrow, then just I use Command C to copy. And now, well, where am I going? Okay. Now I'm just going to click in here. So very bottom of the keywords, blank cell, just click in it and then Command V. Yeah, we want to expand this table. Okay, so continue and ta-da. We now have some new keywords that are going to be for our new series. How exciting is that?
It is exciting.
Okay, very exciting.
Those are our article titles, basically. Those are going to be the main keyword for most of it's going to fit within the article title.
And the writers get to write about it. All these fun new articles coming up.
So what did we do so far? Go back to the
So-
views, click on the roles, import. We did that. Copy all keywords. Yeah, where are we?
So we are
Copy all keywords from the Google Sheet by highlighting them. Paste them in like we just barely did.
we're actually on copy and paste keywords. So yeah.
Paste the copied keywords into role import beneath the last keyword on that page by clicking in the blank keyword cell and pasting. So that's literally
So
what
now
we
we're
just
just
did.
going to do the exact same thing, but for the variation. So I'm just going to go back into here. And most likely, if you're working for us, you know how to use Google Sheets better than I do.
You could push the escape button. Burr.
Because I'm still learning Google Sheets, and obviously I should know how to use them, but we're all in progress, okay? So now I'm going to the variations. I'm going to click in there. I'm going to push Shift, and I'm just going to go down within this column. And then I'm going to Command C to copy.
If you're on a MacBook, it's Command C. If it's a PC, it's going to be Control C.
I know I'm going to go find the very bottom open cell beneath all the other alt keywords. Click in it, Command V. And there you go. We have our alt keywords, and we are
Getting close.
filling out our content calendar. So that's that is that step. Okay, so we are now going to the third step on step 8, which is fill out semantic words using Textuals. So I'm going to open this up. It says open Textuals and click on semantic analysis. Okay, so we got to go to Textuals. So open Textuals, it usually will look like this, and then just click on members login. Hopefully you have everything all situated. And then you click on semantic analysis. Let me move this. And click on TF-IDF. Okay. So TF-IDF, semantic analysis, TF-IDF. Okay. And now we're going to enter each keyword one at a time and click submit into right here, right there. So we're going to go to the content calendar. We're going to find palliative care meaning. And you can copy that, or you could write it in. And then you submit it and go to the next one, copy, submit. Go to the next one, copy, paste, submit. Okay, so copy, paste, submit. So just keep going down the line doing that, and we will move on from there. Okay, after you've submitted all the keywords, we're going to go click on jobs completed. So jobs completed. And now we're going to find each keyword. And it might help to, so open the first keyword on content calendar by using Control F, by searching it using Control F. So You could kind of have both of these open maybe, so you can just be following along. Give my dog just a sec. Okay, so let's find where palliative care. So the first one is palliative care. So palliative care meaning is our first keyword. Palliative care meaning. Okay. So I'm gonna open this. It does need to stay kind of big, but you can do something like that. Palliative care meaning. So I like, let's see. Oh, it's close to the top. You can usually just find it from the top, or if there's a lot of words, you just use Control F and then type it in there. But it's right here for me, so. Okay. Now, let's try to follow along here. Open the first keyword on Content Calendar by using Control F if you need to. You don't need to use Control F. I can just put if you need to. Okay, so now we're going to do Textuals into chat, okay? So once you click into the analysis, this is what it looks like. And these are the semantic analysis words for palliative care. And we're just going to highlight all of them. Copy them. And then we're going to go into ChatGPT. So if you don't have that open ChatGPT. And we're going to paste all those words in. And then I have a little command that you can just copy and paste to use right here. So just copy this. Basically, we're going to tell it to remove all the numbers and to create a nice list separated by commas. You could use your own words, but it just might make it easier to do it this way. So I'm pasting that in. Shift return will keep it from being submitted. Can you please remove the numbers and leave only the words separated by commas for this list? Send message. And there you have it. So now I'm going to copy this list and paste it into. So we're going to copy and paste those words into a Scratch Google Doc. So open up a Google Doc that you can use as basically as scratch paper. So we're going to copy and paste all these words into any Google Doc scratch paper, really. So did not mean to open that up so big, but that is not what I wanted. So we are going to copy and paste this entire list, Command C, open up a Scratch Google Doc that you can just use as scratch paper and paste in. Oh wait, no, don't do that. So oh wait, no. There is. Okay, so okay. So copy and paste this list, copy and paste it into a Scratch document. So you just copy paste, okay? And we don't care about this document. It's basically going to be used as scratch paper, and we're just going to look through and delete everything that isn't applicable. And this is a lot faster than doing it in the cell, so just use a scratch document because this will take forever to do in the cell, and the cell, it just doesn't like us to do editing in there. Include illness, understand, advance, provider goals. Okay, let's take out all the policies. We don't need the year either. We don't need terms. So anything that would be basically found on every single website that's ever been made is in Textuals. Textuals is just going to give us their algorithm for what they find on these pages. So we don't need all the stuff that comes with a website because these are going to end up on a website that has those things. But contact is good. That's fine. So look through every single word. Find anything that isn't applicable. There's another privacy. See, it's hard to find, but if you could even Control F privacy because it almost always has privacy. A lot of the time it has JavaScript. Conditions, news. Based. Okay. Okay, I think it's in a good place now, so we can just copy all of this. I use Command X. Well, you can cut it. I like cutting. So cut it with Command X. That's what I use. And then go into our calendar. Wherever it is. There it is. And then you paste it in here. I'm going to delete this. Paste that in there. Okay? Okay, so we're doing palliative definition next. So we go back into Textuals. And I just clicked back. And palliative definition. So now we need to find palliative definition. There it is, right there. And you can use Control F to find that. And then now we're just gonna highlight all of this. Command C, go into Chat GPT. And then since we already gave a command before, you can say please do the same with this list. And it should do a good job. Yeah, see? So smart. Okay, so now we're going to just copy this list. We don't want periods. We just don't want to deal with those. So now we go back into our scratch paper. And we're going to just delete everything that is not applicable. There's all the so I'm just actually going to do Command F privacy because that's in everything. Sometimes there's hidden things. Okay. Quality of life, social, patient, managed illness, policy, privacy, provided care, address, improve, include base clinical. We can take out the year. Terms, we don't need terms and agreements. Program. So don't take too long with this. Just go through and take out things that sound too stiff. Like too mathematical, basically. That sound more like JavaScript. Cookies. Unless it's about baking. We don't want cookies in here. Okay, so publications. We don't need publications. Because we're not doing anything that serious here. We're just trying to explain in layman's terms what is going on with palliative care. Okay, so I'm going to Command X. I'm going to go into the content calendar, palliative definition, click into semantic words, and Command V. And you're just going to keep doing that all the way through all of these, all the way down. So we're getting close to filling out the content calendar. Okay, so we're going to go and do another one of these Textuals. So just because I think this can be a little bit confusing, this part, so I just want to make sure you guys understand how to do it. So you can click on this, Command C to copy it. Then we're going to go into jobs. And you could Command F, and then Command V. Oh, that did not work. No. Okay, so what is palliative care? Command C, Command V. And that just helps you find it really fast. That way you don't spend any time like looking around too long. Move those out of everyone's way. And here we are in Textuals. Now we're going to copy all of this. Command C. Then we're going to go into chat, paste. Okay. Okay, and then you do not need to say please to a robot, but I do. I don't want to get out of the habit of saying please, so I say please. I say please and thank you to chat because it's a good habit. Okay, so go over to your scratch paper, Control V, and this is the part that I kind of wanted to go through a little bit better just because it can be a little bit confusing what we're looking for here and how semantic words, because we're going to be putting all these semantic words into Zapier, and Zapier is going to work with chat to come up with guidelines and outlines to help our writers with their articles and so while you're looking through these, just keep in mind that we just want all these words are going to be taken into account to create an outline, to create a story, to create a article. And And so we want it to be able to have an article. So sometimes you could keep 2023 if it's an article on something that's like newsworthy, which does happen. So you could keep, this is where things kind of get artistic with this job. And hopefully you like art and creativity. Because this is where, words are art. They're artistic. So you go through and you just find what seems to be most applicable to the keyword. And so just keep in mind the keyword while you're going through this. Keep in mind, what is palliative care? So this is like very much a definition. So while I'm looking through this, I'm thinking of the definition. What is palliative care? Palliative care, palliative family. Family is always good. Just throw family in there. Symptoms, especially for so you're taking also into account the client needs, the client target, the client, who is the client trying to procure as a client, our client's client. So we have a lot to take into consideration here. And maybe it's you, and if you're doing this for your company, take into consideration your target audience while also taking into consideration the topic. Quality, resources, health, support. So go through this and just see help, team, contact, search. See search. I'm just going to take it out. You might keep it in. I'm taking it out because it just doesn't seem to be part of the definition to me of palliative care. So I'm taking into consideration the keyword while I'm reading through these. Center, serious illness, physical, spiritual pain, families, news, skip, cancer, find, menu, healthcare, hospital, will, relief, access, national hospice care, professionals, benefits, time, treatments, clinical, goals, address, talk, address. So I could think of an address, but it's probably to address symptoms or address. There's different ways of thinking of these words. Talk, plan, provider, including. So these are all really good. We don't need website. You could leave website though. So just take into consideration what you think, the way that you think the article could go. And mostly what we're doing here is if there's a way that this article could go that you don't want it to go, take that out. Like Twitter, I don't want it to go into Twitter. We don't need to talk about Facebook, Twitter. We could though. So that's why I'm talking about this, is I don't want you guys to be like overly like, oh no. Like honestly, this is more just like taking out stuff that you don't want. You don't want a robot taking into consideration, because a robot has no clue. It's just going to take it in. It will incorporate. So I'm taking out insurance. An Android will incorporate anything you give it. It doesn't have a filter unless you give it a filter, and it doesn't. So I'm trying to act as a filter here. And you could give chat, if you want, you could give chat some more filters. You could say, take out anything to do with this. But chat is very good at incorporating more than constraining. So it's more of a, anyway, we won't go and analyze chat right now, but let's help it out. We want high quality stuff here. We're going for high quality outlines that our writers are going to fly with. Okay, so look how nice these are great words that could create a really great article. Questions. See, now I think it's at a pretty good place. It's really easy to miss words, and it's really not that big a deal if you miss a word. It's really okay. It's okay. Like, this is all gonna be fine in an article. So, like news, it's really hard to know, like news, because news could be really interesting for an article. It could be perfect for an article. So, I might just keep news in there. I might take it out. It just depends on. I'm gonna take it out for this one because this is pretty like cut and dry. It's like a definition here. So we're not going for sensational. Anyway, so I just wanted to go into depth into like how I'm looking at these words, and it's not a big deal. You're not going to get it wrong. Worst case scenario, you include all of them, and if you do include all of them, we're going to throw all of this into Zapier, and Zapier is going to incorporate a bunch of commands with chat, and chat is going to help create these outlines of articles. And so the worst case scenario, if you were to include all these, is that in the outline, the writer will read possible ideas of what to write about. And the art, and you could even take it out there. So you could incorporate all this, and then in the outline, if it says something like in the outline, like talk about the systems and the website of palliative care websites, you can take it out there. So there's no harm done here. There are going to be harder ones. I just did palliative medicine. I should have filmed that one. And that one had a lot of medical jargon. Like, so palliative medicine would have been better for me to film, because, and maybe I'll find like palliative care doctor. Maybe I'll just film that one also, because there's people looking online. They're Googling how to become a palliative care doctor. We don't need those keywords. We don't want our writers writing about how to become. We're writing to help people that need palliative care and are looking for a palliative care doctor. So we're trying to take into the intention of what people are going to Google, what they're searching for. We're not trying to teach people how to become palliative care doctors. We're not a medical school. So just like when maybe I'll show what comes up with some of these other ones. And this will happen with like all the articles you ever do, because our words have they are so loaded with intent and different meanings, and everyone's looking for something different. So that being said, I will continue on, and if I see palliative care doctor has all the interesting mix of semantic words, I will address it there. Okay, we're now on palliative care doctor, and I'm just going to go through this with you guys to show kind of what comes up. I always take out policy and privacy. You don't have to, but privacy policy. School. See, school comes in here. We don't need school. But I think it could be in here, but we don't necessarily need school. This is more about helping people understand what a palliative care doctor is and how to find them, how to get help from one. We're not trying to get people to go to medical school medicine. So we're not menu media. So I'm just kind of showing what kind of things I take out of here. Treatments, practice, serious illness. Programs might be okay. So I really like most of this though. So I think that's good. So yeah, just you don't need to take too long doing this. So just kind of quickly go through, find anything that obviously you want to take out, that's not just very applicable to palliative care doctor. Okay? So I just wanted you guys to totally understand. All right. So we are now on the URL creation part. It's number 4 of step 8. So we're going to go through number 4 of step 8. Open URL creation spreadsheet, and I will have that attached in here. Is that always in here? Let's see. It's actually right here. But I'm gonna put that in here. Okay, so you'd open the URL creation spreadsheet. I have it opened here. Copy keywords from content calendar. So starting with the new keywords that we just put in here. So I'm going to click on the keyword. I just highlight with the Mac, shift and down arrow will highlight those really well. Command C. Paste them over keywords in spreadsheet. URL creation for article spreadsheet. Okay. So now I am going to paste those in here over these, okay? Okay, so notice that all the palliative end here, I don't want to include this Hoyer lift anything. Okay. So I'm just going step by step here. Okay. Control F and then click the 3 dots in that space bar. Control. Well, actually it's Command F on the Mac. Okay. Now I'm going to click that space bar. And then where it says find, click spacebar. So right here it says find, I'm just going to hit my spacebar. Bam. And then where it says replace with, I'm going to put a dash. Okay. And then I'm going to click replace all. Okay. So click the space bar where it says find, replace, put a dash, then click replace all. Okay. Now, oh, I didn't add the last step. Now we're gonna copy all the URLs from the spreadsheet into the content calendar. Okay, and we can check to see how it did. So I can click right here. I can put shift and up. It looks like it did good. Nope. Okay, then I'm going to click Command C. And then I'm going to go to here, right here, that opening, and I'm going to click Command V. And it might take a minute. Okay, so we have all the URLs pasted over, and you can double check that they worked by looking at the keyword and the URL. So just notice like types of palliative care, palliative chemo, palliative chemo. So they do, just double check that they match up. Palliative care meaning. Okay, so they match up great. Okay, so that is the URL step. Okay, so we are now going to fill in the target word count and image count, as we're still on step 8. So in order to fill in the target word count and the image count, we're going to look at the volumes here, and these volumes are actually not 100% correct, but these 4 came from this, so we're just saying these ones are big volume. Okay, we're going to take this into account though as we fill out our content calendar. Where did my content calendar go? Okay, so okay, so I'm just going to line this all up. See where it says images required. First, we're going to do the target word count and then the images required. We're going to do target word count and images required. This should be pretty quick. Okay. Okay, so palliative care meaning, first of all, we're going to have we want about 2 articles with about 3,000 words. And I'm going to choose the first 2 because these are the biggest volume of all the keywords. These ones have the most volume. So when you have really large volume, those are the ones we want to have the most keywords. Okay? And we generally want 2 of the articles per series to have 3,000. We could do 3, targeting 3,000. Just depends on the series and how many high volume articles there are. This series, or high volume keywords there are. This series we had like 1 keyword that was super high volume. There's a couple with, well, 1 with really high volume. So those are the 2 3,000 that we're going to go for. And then we can do 2,000 down to, I'd say 2,000 from here to let's do 2,000 from here to types of palliative care. And so you just go like that. And then, so that's 2,000. And then the rest can be 1,000, I believe. Let me look. Let's just double check. Types of palliative care. Is it 5? Yeah, everything else is less than 540. So everything else can be 1,000. Okay, so I'm just kind of, so I just type in 1,000 there. And then if I click on that little circle right there, I can drag it down. Okay. So that's the target word count. And then the image requirement is going to be based off of our target word count. So we're just going to come up to the top here where it says 3,000 and 3,000. And those ones we could do, the target would be like 8. Really though, it's between, I would want for 3,000, I'd want between 8 to 10, maybe 7, 6 and 7 being the least amount of pictures, 6 the least. And then 2,000, we could shoot for 6. These are not strict, okay? So these are general. These are general requirements. Generally, we're looking for generally this much. This many is generally what we're looking for. And then for 1,000, we could do 4. And these are not strict again. Let me just say that one more time. Let writers be artists, let them be creative, and let them kind of maneuver around within all of these for sure. Okay, so that is that part of step 8. And gotta find my Asana. There it is. Okay, so that is that part of step 8. And we are now getting very close to being ready for Zapier.